what we're gonna do right now is go back.
I know you see me on the video. I know you heard me on the.
With Kodak WALT. You know he good with the camera, with the lens. So, this is funny. I wanted to also talk, like, I know that a lot of times with reality TV, like, even though you're being yourself on there, I can't stop laughing at this ski mask. Even though you're being yourself on there, people still want to know, like, about the behind closed doors you, right? I've had the luxury of knowing that you, because me and you are great friends, right. And you're meant to have a voice program.
Yep.
So I want to talk about like some local things going on right now, and I want you to give your opinion about it. Cool. And we're gonna ping pong go for opinions.
All right.
So we're gonna get into Walt's mind. Okay?
Let's do this.
First combo. Now, New Jersey's Department of Education has just passed a law where you have to teach gay history as a curriculum now. LGBTQ. Mm-hmm. They have to teach that as a curriculum. So your child has to now study this, take a test on it, pass or fail the class. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give my opinion first.
Okay.
I think that it's unnecessary only because that is your personal choice, right? So that's what like help groups are for, website forums, friendships, anything but school. That's kind of sort of like if the Jehovah's Witnesses came to the classroom 15 minutes into the conversation. So that's my opinion. What do you think? Because you actually have kids. So.
It's kind of like mixed reviews with, you know what I mean? Because it's like this. The LGBT community, they definitely have been making a lot of moves in history and in life, in the world, period. You know what I'm saying? It's just now coming to the forefront, exactly like their impact and folks, you know what I mean, being more comfortable with accepting who they are and all that stuff. Look at what just happened the last election. Like, a lot of folks in that community were elected into Congress, elected into office. So, of course, now these things are coming into play because it was like, unfortunately, you know, they felt left out in a lot of shit, you know?
But that is literally personal choice.
It's a personal choice, but it's still...
That is a choice of lifestyle.
But it's still...
Like, why does that have to be
the same reason why
my son?
Well,
why? Why does my son need to learn about that? That is a personal lifestyle.
See, now the mandatory... I don't understand that part, but I can understand it being like included in curriculum, history, and shit like that.
How?
And I'm not talking about mandatory. I'm just saying, like, I can understand, like, that's like, you know, cause like how they do like courses on Tupac in colleges and shit like that. You know what I mean? They got
That's
courses.
College though. That's understandable. We're talking about grade school here. We're talking about 6th and 7th graders at this point. Like, that is so not okay. They don't even teach enough. They teach Black history for 3 weeks, and now there's going to be a whole curriculum about lesbians and gays. That's like, oh my goodness. And that goes to prove the point that so many activists, Black activists, have been pointing out later that, wow, we've been fighting for all these years and gays came and got more rights.
But you know what it is? But you know what it is though? You know what it is though? This is why. You know what I mean? A lot of these Black folks, so-called, don't have no agenda behind what the fuck they want to do.
This is true.
The LGBT community, like, they have been focused on their focus. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that they've been mixed up with all shit, but they've been focused on their focus. And that's why they have people elected in these offices now. And that's why their agendas are being pushed now. Because they're not only voting, but they have agenda and they're backing it with funding. We just want to vote because what our ancestors fought for that shit. But motherfuckers just go there and just be pricking blue. You won't even know who you voting for, what they trying to do, what they can offer you. None of that. We don't educate ourselves. These people are educating themselves and they going out and finding out their resources, exactly what they need to be done. Folks want to sit back and complain about why shit ain't getting done because you ain't doing it right.
This is true. I agree
Folks
with
ain't
you.
doing it right. Back in the days, how you think we got these laws and all? How you think we was able to get these laws to vote and all stuff? Our people fought and had agendas behind it and backed it up and did what they needed to do to make sure that it was pushed. We just want to vote, whoop, and sat back and watch and see what Barack was going to do for us. That's not how it worked. That's not how it works. You supposed to work for your folk. People be thinking that shit is just supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to just be handed out.
I agree with you. I agree with you. They did that.
And then another thing, black ain't no fucking. It doesn't matter. People gotta stop worrying about that. Black is not a nation. Black is just a color. We not even black. We not even. There's nowhere in the world. We're not. There's no such. There's no place in the world. There's no place in the world you can find them that says black. There's no place in the world you find African America. That's the problem now too. We the lost nation. We don't know our own nationality. Our people don't know who we really are. But they do, and that's
not our problem.
Yes, it is our problem because we don't seek the word. We too busy worrying about what the other people are getting, and not focusing on our focus. That's what I'm trying to say. The LGBT community was focused on their focus, and that's why they doing what they doing. Look at you go anywhere in the country to Chinatown. Why? Because they focus on their focus. They don't give a fuck about nobody else but them. We the only ones who want to be included in everything. Black people, we only want to be included in everything. We need to start worrying about our fucking selves, and we'll get shit done. But we not. We too busy worrying about being accepted by this person, that community, la 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 la. It got to the point where the LGBT community had to just separate themselves from even being black, from being Spanish, from being white, and just focus on them. And that's why they getting shit done. They not worrying about all this extra shit. They worrying about their agendas, and that's that. Us. We worried about, if we don't get the results right away, we crying, or we lose focus on some stuff. We don't believe in our leaders because these niggas is bullshitting, shucking the job. And you just seen the fucking old civil rights leaders at the Super Bowl when the motherfucking Kaepernick is kneeling for you the shit that you was fighting for. And now you getting bought out, put on coins. Our people don't fucking stand behind nothing. That's why we don't get nothing. How you a fucking civil rights leader and at the Super Bowl throwing a coin when them niggas fucking shitting on your man that was inspired by you? Cap was inspired by your movement. That's why he kneeled. For the same shit that y'all was fighting for. And you gonna throw the coin out? Our people don't stand behind nothing. That's why we don't get shit. That's why we don't get shit. Nobody stands behind nothing. They don't care. We're a joke to everybody in the world. We're a fucking joke. That was fucking insulting.
It was.
You these same niggas that want to walk with Martin across the bridge, you sitting there tossing a coin out, my nigga? That's why. That's why the LGBT, that's why them and anybody else is getting what they want because nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day. Nobody. They just want to sit back and complain. Ain't doing shit. I seen it plenty of times motherfuckers trying to call you out, Kelly, not knowing your fucking resume is crazy in these streets.
You seen it? You seen it happen before?
Not knowing your resume crazy in the streets, but these niggas want to sit back and be like, oh, how come this or how come that? Niggas don't care, B. That's why they doing what they doing. That's why the LGBT community is rising. That's why they are prospering. That's why they are able to get shit like this and we sitting back crying.
I agree with you.
All we do is
I agree with you. I think that I must say this though. I totally agree that like we're not unified enough, but I have to say this. If traditionally your family wasn't unified, traditionally your community wasn't unified, traditionally your leaders were not unified, it's very, very logical for you to be that way.
It's understandable, but we do not have to stay that way. Especially
once you know the problem.
Man, we're not in the dark ages no more, man. You can educate yourself from right here. It's no more excuses. No more excuses. That's the problem too. We pacify it every fucking day. We need to start holding out people accountable for their lack of knowledge. You're supposed to know this shit because they know everything about you. Fuck out of here. That shit is not, man. You want to know somebody's juice? What you gonna do? Google it, right? You're gonna Google everything you need to know, but you don't know how to. You're not gonna find out who's this official that's coming into your community. You're not gonna Google the information about that. But you want to look up the latest trends. Oh, I got this sale coming up. Oh, I got this alert. Why you don't get no alerts of what's going on in the world? Why you don't got that? You can do that too. They can give you fucking alerts of, oh, this such, blah, blah, blah. But nah, we want the alerts of the newest, what's on sale. We got, 20-30% off of this shit.
Because
we wanna know we wanna see the hottest memes. We on Shade Room worrying about that shit. And there's no disrespect to Shade Room and all that stuff, whoever, whatever. But fuck, you know what I mean? People who's just worried about the wrong shit and then worry about why shit ain't getting done.
I agree with you. I think that our focus is different, but I do think
you get what you put out, man.
You do, but I do feel that our sense of direction has been geared in the opposite way of development for us, right? And I'm not pacifying it. I'm just trying to be logical because it's not fair to like make it seem like, oh my God, like no black people read. Like it's not fair to make it seem like that when you know that
That's not the case.
traditionally that wasn't, you know, that wasn't something that was even able to happen, even though people don't know that the slave masters, the original first ones, could not read when they first got here, and the Africans.
And that's another thing,
taught
man.
them how to read, write, and wash.
Our people, that's not what we started from, man. We wasn't started as slaves. We didn't start as
Yes, and
slaves.
it's very annoying that it's always like the narrative is like
I
the
don't-
first black person works for Tom.
That's just an unfortunate time in our history, man. Our people are more better than that, richer than that, more pure than that. Our people been here. We're the original people of this world. And we need to start realizing that, man. Folks just be worrying about the wrong shit. White and black was never a color, man. It was always about status, class, white class and black class. It's the reason why everything we said black didn't, what you call it, was shitted on, because it was always meant to be a lower class. We're not black. How can you be black?
You're not the color of your jacket.
Well, I'm not the color of my jacket. I'm not black.
I'm Kodak though.
You know what I mean? Like, folks don't even get it. Like, we all different dope ass shades of brown. You know what I mean? That's all we are.
I agree with you, but I have so much hope for us right now. I feel like
Of course, you gotta have hope.
I feel like it's a lot of people like just becoming awake. It's a lot of people that's searching for self-knowledge, that's searching for the real truth about things. And I think that before we leave this earth, it'll be some type of well,
We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright.
folk, right? Okay,
We gonna be
so
alright.
another topic before we get into a commercial break. So, domestic violence. I'm talking about this topic because, of course, as you all know, Bow Wow got into an altercation with his girlfriend, and his face was all scratched up, and like people are going back and forth, and everyone's like, no, because if it was a girl, we would be like, oh no, why did he do that? But we're laughing because it's a guy, and it's like,
Yeah, it's funny. Nigga got his ass whooped. The world just want to laugh. Yeah,
I feel like
it's double standards. The world is built on double standards.
it is
unfortunately.
double standards,
It's unfortunate.
right? Maybe.
It's not. Doesn't make it
Because
right.
at the same time,
But the world is built on double standards, unfortunately.
But even though at the same time, even though you don't watch reality TV, I've watched the show with Bow Wow and his girlfriend, and she's always like extremely aggressive with him, and he keeps going back to her. So
You know that girl.
I can't say like, oh, that's good for him, because that just means that he's like a trapped victim at this point.
Probably
like he's
is.
mentally trapped.
Probably is.
But what do you think about the whole like domestic violence scandal and the double standards? And
Listen, that whole fighting is trash. You know what I mean? On both ends. Just hitting on domestic violence is trash on both ends. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, it's just unfortunate. Like, this world is just built on double standards, so they might laugh at some shit like that as opposed to frown upon it if it was on the other foot. You know what I mean? That's just unfortunately how this world is. Like, if that was Chris Brown with that picture instead of Rihanna, niggas probably would have laughed too. You know what I'm saying? That's just unfortunately how this world does. Does it make it right? No. I don't think anybody should be out here getting beat up like that, especially on a regular basis. But this is obvious. That's not the first time she did some crazy shit like that to him. Because like you just said, you done seen the, you know what I mean, the mannerisms and the energy, but you can't help anybody that don't want to be helped. All this publicity shit for what? Nigga, we done seen you go back to her multiple times. So why you even trying to expose it? Why you even trying to put it out there? Like, folks just, sometimes you gotta let folks do what they do. You know what I mean? One of the 48 laws of power is like avoid the unhappy and unlucky. You know what I'm saying? You could really die from someone else's misery. You taking on someone else's energy and all that stuff. Listen, you can't help anybody that don't want to be helped. You can't.
Okay, I'm feeling that. I totally agree with that. Before I get into this break, I want to say my K code for today. So, my K code today. I know that like a lot of people in our community suffer from like high blood pressure, and it's like so many people that take high blood pressure medicine, right? I'm going to say this all the time, every show. I'm going to try to make sure I have a K code that's some type of descriptive swap for you, right? Why take the pills when every single pill is derived from a plant? The things that they add into that substance is everything that's not good for you. But guess what? It's convenient,
Medicine
right?
is bad. Don't
It's
do
more
drugs.
convenient for you to buy a bottle with 50 pills in it than it is for you to go to
do
Whole
drugs.
Greens and buy the herbs, right?
Raw
But
veggies.
that's not good.
Herbs.
So I just want you all to know, For high blood pressure and for any respiratory issues, you can take hibiscus. Okay?
There you go.
You spell it HIBISCUS. Okay? So don't forget, you heard it here. High blood pressure or respiratory issues, you take what will?
Hibiscus.
Okay? Get on code, people. We're trying to get off medicine and on to code.
Whatever I could do, that's just really what it is. Especially when it comes to the kids, because I know how it was me growing up. I didn't really have, you know what I mean? I got, you know, you had the old heads that was teaching me shit, but as far as people that really, you know, what you do, like what you be doing, like motherfuckers just come out and just spend their own money and don't even tax write off and shit like that. Like, that's a blessing. So it's like, if I can help in any way to make sure all these little kids ain't got to grow up like we did, why not? You know what I mean? That's the whole focus with me and my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that they don't got the same struggles. You know, because these kids, they all going to have their own little struggles. They ain't, it's not going to, we can't
save everybody.
Save them from everything, you know, and stuff. But you can do something to just help them, like just inspire them. Like, yes, people do care out here because it's hard, especially nowadays. Little niggas, nobody give a fuck. OGs is too busy worrying about themselves. It's like, that's weird. It's like, this weird generation of OGs. These niggas don't care about shit.
They don't.
But themselves. They too busy trying to like.
Either get back
they
to
trying
being
to,
young.
They trying to get their youth back. You know what I mean?
Right.
They
It's
said,
over. And it's
bruh,
over.
it's over.
I totally, listen, I agree with you, and I want you to know that, you know, the boys from the Black Boys Wear Suits too, they love you. They are, like, you know, they are
Sky
so,
checked in, say what's up.
hey Sky, they are so thankful for you and to have you, because they watch you on TV on Saturday and then they go play chess with you on Sunday. So that's like amazing, you know, like you're the...
Nah, that was dope. That was mad fun. You know what I mean? Got to kick it with the young dudes and all that stuff. And I like how y'all had the graduation for the older kids. You know what I mean? With the do-rags and all that stuff.
Yo, shout out to Silk City.
Yeah,
they
shout out
always
to the Silk
support
Cities,
me,
man.
right?
That's
Love
good though,
Silk
but that's
City.
essential. You know what I mean? Milk, you know, hair grooming for young black men. They need to learn that from other black kids. You know what I mean? Other black men and all that stuff. I really think like it's important that, you know what I mean, black men really need to step up more in the community and just involved in everything. You know what I mean? Get back into the family, get back into these, you know what I mean, supporting these women, get back into supporting these kids, get back into the community. Like, I really feel like our influences has really been just like lost, like, you know, and it's like, that's one thing I feel like if we really just restore that, a lot of things could really come from that. A lot of dudes just don't, you know what I mean, a lot of men, unfortunately, just discouraged or just worried about their own thing, their own little circle.
It's very hard.
Stuff, you know?
I can tell you from experience, I'm not gonna lie. Out of my sponsors and my donors and people who help, it's at least 85% females. Like, I mean, like, I'm talking about like these, I don't care what it is. If it's a businessman owner,
everything.
a dealer, a scammer, it does not matter. Like, to get something from these men to contribute to the youth is extremely hard.
Yeah,
I don't even try it because it's kind of like where it's like it's often a situation like
that. But that come from, you know what it is? It come from other niggas not calling them out, not checking them, not doing all that shit. Like, you supposed to call your boy out if he ain't doing good or he ain't doing something. Come on, man. You making all this money. Listen, it ain't about telling a nigga what to do with his bread, but don't be talking that you a real nigga shit if you ain't doing nothing for your
giving
block.
back. It's so, oh my goodness, when I hear people like calling themselves like the mayor or the president of Harlem or something, I be like, bro, bring me 10 notebooks then. Like, where's, like, we have to take care of these kids.
Book
like,
drive, where your book drive at? Like,
something. So in addition to that, right, as we get ready to end the show, I want to get into your youth development, and I want to get into this wonderful idea that you had called me with, that we spoke about it and we left away from it from a while, and then we got back into it, and now we're lit and we're popping it off.
Oh yeah.
What made you call me and say, yo, I want to do a camera drive? And I was like, at first, you know me. I'm like, yeah, come on, we can do it. But when I got off the phone with you, I was like, oh my God. The only people I know who take pictures is my aunt, Walt, and Don J. Like, who the hell am I going to get cameras from?
We can get that. You the one, Kel. You. If anybody can get donations, if anybody can get people, and yeah, you the one. But then, like I said, like, it's also dope that, you know, you got like got a male involved, because we need to get these dudes involved, because like you said, you know your resources on stuff, but I got what Meek said, I got the reach. So let me do my part, you know what I'm
Right,
saying, with the
right.
reach and whatever, and you got your resources and it could work well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your hands heavy in the community already, so it's only right that I work with somebody like that and all that stuff, you know, and then I could just do my part. Partnership, team up, boop, 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 and we got everything.
I appreciate you reaching out to me because you could have reached out to anyone, or you could have even done it yourself.
Yo, but this is,
I
like you said,
appreciate
this
you.
is the idea that we have for a minute. It's just unfortunate that, you know,
In between
what I got
filming and
going
other
on, what you got
events,
going on. You know what I mean? Our schedules just didn't really match up until now, but now, yeah.
But
Yeah,
now
we're
it's
ready.
lit. So we have a program and it's called Breathe, Stretch, Shoot. Wait.
Breathe, stretch, shoot.
Right. So it's a camera program, right, y'all? So we're popping it off tomorrow morning. Okay?
Right.
So we're taking film, we're taking disposable cameras, we're taking point and shoots, or digital
All types of cameras,
right?
if they, as long as they working, though, they gotta work. Don't
They
bring us
gotta
no
work.
broke
Don't bring us
cameras.
no broken cameras.
They could be new, they could be used, but as long as they work, yeah, we collected cameras all month long. The deadline is when?
March 10th is the last day for you to donate any type
So
of
from
camera
tomorrow to March
service,
10th,
right?
we collected cameras. The thing is right now, right, what we're going to do is we're going to collect these cameras, and then we're going to start like little like seasonal groups with a bunch of kids around the, you know what I mean, and, you know what I mean,
I
in the
wanted
city.
to do a dozen kids, but since this happened in Savage, we're going to do 21 kids.
Yeah, 21 kids, you know what I mean? But it's going to be seasonal. So if your child isn't picked for the first season, they definitely got a chance to do it again.
To do
So
it
what we're
for
going
the
to do
second.
is,
Seasonal because of the seasons, right? So winter pictures are totally different from spring pictures.
Right.
And so on. So starting tomorrow, 3 drop-off locations. You got Black Ink on 125th Street.
125th Street.
What avenue is that?
That's between Lenox and 5th Avenue.
You could go there and say, hey, I'm here for Walt's Camera Drive, and I'm here to drop off a camera, okay? I'll have the boxes there in the morning, and I'll have raffle tickets in each box so that you can take a raffle ticket and leave the other one, because I'm, of course, going to have, like, a special raffle for people who's
She going to be extra. She going to be extra.
I had to
She
give
definitely
you
gonna be
back
extra.
something. I'm so weird. Like, if somebody gives me something, I have to
You have to give
them
them something back. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, she's going to be
I
extra.
have to.
But
like,
that's just showing her appreciation. This is why
Yes.
this is why I fucks with you, because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You don't take shit for granted. You're very appreciative of everything that comes your way and what you do and all that stuff. You understand that you were just put here to just do your part.
Thank you. So, second location, Bakery, Harlem, New York. Shout
Shout out to my guy
Chio.
Gio.
So,
Gio.
you can drop off cameras anytime at the bakery. That's on 131st in Amsterdam. Chio's usually open from like 10 to like 9 o'clock, right? So you can drop off your cameras there. And last but not least, the wonderful Harlem Haberdashery.
You already know. Shout out to my good folks at the Harlem Hab.
We love y'all. Take care, Harlem, right? So you guys have 3 locations. That's Black Ink, Bakery, Harlem, New York, or Harlem Haberdashery. So
Or if you know us personally, you can pull up on us personally with those cameras.
don't pull up on me. Don't pull up on me. Don't pull up
Pull up on
me.
Kelly like, yo, Kelly, in the street. You see her walking down Lenox. Kelly, I got a camera.
Don't pull up on me, y'all. I got mace and the taser, and my reflex is terrible, and I'm
Whatever.
traumatized. I got PTSD. I got post.
Pull up on Kelly. Tell her, yo, I got this camera for
guys,
the kids.
I got post-traumatic slave syndrome. Please do not pull up.
Hey, it's your girl Shaw Blue, and when I'm not in LA and I'm in New York, I'm tuned into Ratchet by Nature.